Hello, everybody. Hello, how are you? Welcome to this Master Your Energy series. I'm so excited to be bringing you this series. I'm sure, I'm sure out there, there is a lot of stuff you're doing to help make your life perfect, to try and make your life productive, to make your life healthy, to support your life. So I'm so excited to be sharing with you this Master Your Energy series, and I'll be bringing more of these starting today. Today is, we are talking about sleep. Actually, this week we'll be talking about sleep, and it's one of those things that I've found a lot of people struggling with and coming to me expecting a quick fix. Somebody slides into your inbox and says, "Hey, I'm struggling with insomnia. Can you help me fix it?" Unfortunately, there is no quick fix for that, but all is not lost. There is more that you can get. So my name is Dr. Miriam Sekandi, and I'm right here in the break free zone. And have you ever woken up groggy knowing that you've actually slept for 12 hours, but you wake up and it feels like you just fell asleep? You feel like you're so groggy, and or you wake up in the middle of the night and you just cannot go back to sleep, and you count sheep, you count the dots on the ceiling, you do everything, but sleep evades you. Well, guess what? It's not just what you do in the moment of going to sleep, because I've been there. I have been in situations where I've struggled with sleep. Not too much. I've always been a sleep person, but actually it throws me off when those moments come in, and I find myself looking up, looking around, wondering what's going on and all that. But when the point is, it's not what you do when you can't sleep that matters. It's what you do before you go to bed. It's what you do as you wind down your day, as you wind down towards sleepy time. So I'm going to share with you today. This week we'll be talking about a couple of things, not too big. One of them will be your wind down routine as you get ready for bed, and the other is what you do as soon as you wake up. It's all kind of related. One leads to the other, but I just didn't want to mix them up because, just to give people a chance to practice the wind down routine or develop their own wind down routine. And I hope, this is able to help you guys. This is sufficient for you to try. And if you need more information, you can always reach out to me. So we all know, as they say, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. We used to sing that when we were little. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. And when I think about it, when you go to bed early, it means you're waking up early. And if you're waking up early, chances of being very productive are really high. And, you're going to be sharper, so you'll be wiser. So, why not try this? So, we also all know that an average person needs 8 hours of sleep a day. And I'm not talking 8 hours that you pick and choose, preferably 8 straight hours of sleep and no naps. A grown person, you don't really need naps, but you need the 8 hours of sleep. So, what do we need to do for our wind down routine, for our bedtime routine? So, I have a couple notes here just to prompt me. But, the biggest thing for you is to understand why you need a wind down routine. Why do you need a wind down routine? You need a wind down routine because it helps to increase productivity, like we said, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yes, you do need a wind down routine because it's going to increase your productivity in the morning when you're able to wake up feeling alive, feeling clear, feeling fulfilled, feeling awake, feeling all the gratitude that you need. Yes, hi Mary. It also, having a wind down routine reduces anxiety. You will have reduced anxiety, and I promise you, practicing this will give you reduced anxiety, reduced stress. It will bring you much closer to your goals because you'll have, in the morning, you'll have a clearer time, you'll have you'll have a clearer mind, you'll have more time. So getting to those goals, having time to focus on those goals. Hi, Mary, thank you for those hearts. Love them. So it increases your mood. If you've gone to bed early, you're not going to wake up groggy and in a big, fat, bad mood. People who always say, I'm not a morning person or whatever, the only reason is because you go to bed late. If you went to bed early, I'm telling you, you are going to change your life. Going to bed early will change your life. And, I hope some people in here can see that, because I know people who struggle with going to bed early, but I hope they are able to get this. Also, going to bed early is going to give you a good deep sleep. It's one thing to go to sleep. You get into bed, you go to sleep, but then you're not deeply asleep. Every small thing wakes you up. Every little thing kind of jars you awake. And that is because your wind down routine is a bit lacking. So you need to revisit that so that you can get that deep sleep and the right amount of sleep as well, no matter what, whether you're a night shifter, whether you're a student. Because if you're a student, staying up late and studying all hours of the night and then having 3 hours of sleep, or 2 or none, the heck are you going to be productive during the day? There is absolutely no way. So here's some of the things you need to do to get you closer to your wind down routine. So the biggest thing and the biggest lesson I've learned, and I'm still learning because I struggle with it, but I've learned and I know it works, is the energy of your bedroom. So you need to set the energy of a space. The energy of a space is very, very important. Your sleeping area needs to be your sleeping area. You can't make your sleeping area your library, your dining room, your TV room, your game room, your everything, and then your sleeping room. And, if you're an adult, it's also your game room with your partner. So when you don't focus on the energy of your room, if you choose that this is my bedroom, this is the place I'm going to sleep, you need to infuse that space with that energy. Because if it's the place where you're always on your tablet watching Netflix in bed, then it's your theater. If you're doing your Facebook lives in bed, then I don't know, it's your social media room or something. If you're watching TV in there, it's your TV room definitely, or your dining room or whatever. Anyhow, the energy of your room is very, very important. You need to think about that, and you need to take specific action. Like, this is an action step that you need to take. Look at your bedroom, think about what you want in your room, what kind of ambience you want in your room, and set that with the activities that you do in your bedroom. Very, very important. And if you still struggle with sleep and you don't do this, I can't really help you. There is no formula out there that's going to help you. If your space is abused, if your space has confused energies, because it's hard to know what to give you. The active, action-packed movie, the sleep, it's hard to know what to give you. So your space will always give you a confused energy and you will not be able to sleep soundly, deeply, and for long, and for the right hours. So time will come, you go to bed, and it's tough. So you need to set the energy in your bedroom. The other thing is you need to pay attention to what sounds are in your bedroom. If you have a ticking clock, if you have something that hums all night, maybe a fridge or something, if you have traffic right outside your window, if you have light coming in, I have curtains that block out natural light. What is recommended is pitch black darkness for sleep. Pitch black. So when you go, you need to be ready to sleep in pitch black darkness. You can't have, my window, my window is so funny because just outside my window, I see the moon, full moon, new moon, I see the moon, and oh my God, it's so beautiful. So I have to take time actually at my window as I sit on my bed and look at the moon and let it flow in. I have had nights where I leave my curtains open and I just let the moon cuddle me through the night, but that's an intention I make. But otherwise, my recommendation is get curtains that block out the light, close the curtains, don't leave the curtains open at night, and sleep in pitch black darkness. If you're afraid of the dark, you need to talk to me because I can help you get over that, heal that. I kind of have a few tips and tricks on where that comes from. And yeah, so just so you know, the sounds and light are going to affect the ambience in your room, and therefore they are going to affect how you sleep or you wind down. If you have noise around you, use earbuds or earbuds. Yeah, put earbuds in your ears, and yeah, just it's practice. It's stuff you have to get yourself used to. The other thing is your food. Food is another major thing because this affects your body directly, and it affects the release of certain hormones in your body. The hormones that help you to go to sleep, the melatonin or serotonin that's produced in your system to help you go to sleep, is very important. I was talking to a pharmacist the other day, and he told me, a lot of people take melatonin, but your body is supposed to produce melatonin naturally. So when you take melatonin, you're telling your body that, oh, you can't do it, I can do it for you. So your body stops, it sits back, takes a back step, sits back, and will not produce melatonin for you. So it relies on the tablets. So if you're taking any sleep medication, my suggestion would be think of a wind down routine and just get off those, because your body has the ability to produce. The problem is not that your body is not producing. The problem is your wind down routine is not right. So the thing with food is things to avoid sugary foods and spicy foods. Sugary foods and spicy foods taken less than 2 hours before bedtime, even taken in the evening, plus caffeine and all that stuff, are going to affect your sleeping. You're falling asleep. The process of falling asleep is going to be affected. So you need to stay away from sugar, from alcohol, from spicy food, from spicy food, from I forget the other one. But anyway, you need to watch what you're eating, even heavy foods, heavy carbs. So it's advised that you eat 2 hours before bed is the last time you eat a meal, and it has to be your lightest meal. So it's recommended that breakfast, I had this from some interesting guy, breakfast should be, you eat like a king at breakfast. Then eat like a prince at lunch, and eat like a princess or a queen at dinner. So your lightest meal should be the last meal of the day. And don't go snacking. You don't need to snack. You're not getting anything from snacking. So your lightest meal should be at the end of the day, 2 hours before bedtime. And yes, so yeah, make sure you're not eating right up until bedtime and then you enter bed, because the first 2 hours of digestion are very important and they are active in your system. So if you're trying to fall asleep on a full stomach, not gonna happen. You might fall asleep as in your eyes closed and whatever, but you're not going to have the nice deep sleep because your body is busy churning away, and it's like a carburetor trying to work through this stuff and cutting up all the food and adding the enzymes and doing all these funky things, and there you are trying to fall asleep. So you're either not going to fall asleep easy or you're going to struggle, especially the first 2 hours of your sleep. So try as much as possible to let this process take place before, at least 2 hours before that, and stay away from sugar, from alcohol, from spicy foods, from heavy carbohydrate foods, and so on. Then the other one that we all know but we fight is the distractions. We fight the distractions, and here I'm talking about electronics. There's a lot of TV, that white light from TV, from the phone screens, from tablets, and all that stuff that we do before bed, claiming we can read. Oh, I'll read a book before bed, and you're reading off your tablet. Now, that white light that comes off the tablet, and it doesn't matter whether you're turning it into night mode, by the way, it does not matter. The tablet or the electronics stimulate the same part of your brain that drugs do. So it just stimulates your brain. TV stimulates your brain. And even if you fall asleep, that's why you wake up sometimes and your dream is about what you last watched on TV, because your mind remains active. And if it was an action-packed movie, your mind remains doing that moves. And if you're watching Fast and Furious, there you go. Your mind is Fast and Furious all night and it will not sleep. So we've talked about the location. We've talked about the mood, the lighting, the sounds. If you have a clock that ticks, remove it. You can keep an alarm clock, a desk clock that doesn't have the ticking sounds. Because if everything's quiet and there is something ticking away, that still has an effect on your mind somehow. We've talked about the food as well. And usually, as they say, nothing sensible is happening after 9 p.m. anyway that's going to impact your brain. By then, your brain is tired. And after 9 p.m., really, even on TV, that's when everything, for those who prefer to stay up at night, that's when everything, all the stuff, all the garbage comes on that late. There's a reason why they call it daytime TV and nighttime TV. Nighttime TV, night TV will have all the weird stuff going on. So, some of the things you can do in the 2 hours leading up to your bedtime, some of the things you could do is you could turn off your electronics. I know it's hard in this day and age to turn off your electronics, but yes, you turn off your electronics. At least electronics need to be turned off at least 1 hour before bed. 1 hour before bed. Give yourself an hour. So even if you fall asleep on your phone, still your brain, that's why when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you're doing is trying to look for your phone to grab your phone, because your brain is at that point where you left off. So it's like looking for your phone and trying to grab your phone and trying to find, like, oh, where's my phone? Whatever, because you actually did not go to sleep well. You can journal. This is a good time to do gratitude journaling, to check on your day's goals and say, how did I do for my goals? Look at that, do your journaling, do your gratitude ceremonies if you have any. Say thank you for anything, your family, your people, and all that. You can read. You don't have to read off a laptop. You can read off a good old book. I do have some good old books here, and I love reading from them. But you can read off a good old book, so that's okay. You can meditate. You can use this time to meditate. It's a nice way to quiet your mind, to calm your mind, to center you, to bring you back to base, to ground you, call in your energy before you sleep and all that. So you can pray. Those people who pray, you can pray and, give thanks to God. Same thing, gratitude. So that's important. Another thing that you could practice is what they call deep breathing. There's deep breathing exercises out there that you could practice, and those are also very good with getting you to get to sleep. So people talk about a morning routine a lot, but they don't talk about a bedtime routine. And to have a good sleep, you need a proper wind down and bedtime routine. So I hope, if you've been able to watch this to this point, I hope this helps you. You don't have to do everything at once. That's the thing. A lot of times people hear stuff and they're like, oh my God, I'm going to do all of this at once. You don't have to do all of this at once. You can actually pick one to start with. Pick one and see what do I need to do? Which one do I pick and practice? And it's hard. It takes about 21 to 28 days for a practice to take root. And so you are going to practice it for about 21 days. You can take one and practice it for a week and add a second. So you do 2 and then add a third and then do 3 in your third week. And by then your first one has actually taken root. And you can use journaling as a way to keep track of what you're practicing. So that, for now, if there's any questions, I'll take them. You can, if you watch the replay and have questions, please feel free to drop them at the bottom of this video, wherever it will be. And I will try and answer them regarding sleep. But yes, if you're a struggler with you can't sleep enough, you wake up in the morning regardless of how much sleep you've had, you're still sleepy, or you're groggy, or you're moody, all those things, it all depends on your wind down routine. And if you're a parent, it's very important to teach your children a wind down routine. It gets harder in teenage because of their melatonin levels, but that's okay. You still need to have that conversation about the importance of a wind down routine and a bedtime routine, because that's going to give you quality sleep, healthy sleep, and it's going to help you wake up healthier and wiser and more productive, and you are going to see changes in various aspects of your life, not just your health, but once your productivity goes up, things like your financials go up, because now you are more productive. Your relationships are better because you're in a better mood, you're less stressed, you're more detailed, you can see clearer. A lot's going to change for you just by changing your sleeping habits. And I hope this works for somebody. I would love to hear a testimonial of somebody who's practiced this and that it's worked for them. For now, that's what I've got for you. Tomorrow we shall have, I will talk about your morning routine. And I'm not talking what you do in the morning, but what happens at the wake-up moment, that wake-up time, that moment when your eyes first open to the world, and what that looks like and what that means for not tomorrow, actually on Wednesday, what that means for the world and what that means for you. So I hope this blesses somebody and helps you. And yes, I will see you Wednesday with the next set. If you watch the replay, please comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Drop a question and I will answer it. And yeah, I'll see you Wednesday. Bye-bye.